What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Kessel Run Radio, the fastest Star Wars show in the galaxy. My name is Noah Outlaw. I'm your host, as always, and thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We have a great show lined up for you today. I'm here, as always, with Corey Van Dyke. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? It's 6 a.m. It's so early.
It's 10 a.m.
I think it's 6.
But for Corey and I, it's about 6 a.m. I'd say.
See, we're what you call night owls.
Yeah.
And it's not nighttime.
No, and we're up. We were just on Den of Nerds live, Josh's show.
Yeah.
And so we had to get up a little early for that because I guess Josh wakes up extremely early every day.
I guess so. I mean, hey,
well, technically his show is 10 a.m. his time.
Yeah.
So he probably has to wake up at 9. But the thing is, for us, we had to wake up at like 8:30 because 10 a.m. his time is 9 a.m. our time.
We did. And in this quarantine, these times are so screwed up that early, like 9 a.m. for us is like, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
Big facts. But yeah, we got a fun show. It's just me and Corey today.
It is.
It's just no guests. It's been a while. And I think we should do this every now and then. I mean, we like having guests on. It's fun to have a guest on. But every now and then I think we should just have it be me and Corey and get back to the basics and just more of a relaxed episode. You know what I mean? We even though episode 25 a few weeks ago with Ross was probably as relaxed as we're ever going to get on Kessel Run Radio. But
we'll just wait for Newsweek when there's no rumors and nothing at all.
Wait till we get another Newsweek where the biggest story is Mandalorian novel pushed to 2021. Wait till we get that.
Wait till we get Mandalorian novel pushed to 2022. Then,
right? That's probably going to happen. Honestly,
now, guys, remember that on a couple weeks ago, Noah said that if 2 announcements from Lucasfilm don't come this month, that he has to get a tattoo on his back that says Mandalorian novel pushed to 2021. So you got one of 2.
Yeah.
You have 13 days now.
Look, Corey, I would appreciate it if you stopped reminding everyone of that, because I was kind of hoping that would go under the radar.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not going to. But you're right. I already have one. The Lego Star Wars Christmas special. It counts. It's the first.
I think it does, yeah.
It's first post Rise of Skywalker content. So that's big, But yeah, but we're actually going to talk about that here in a minute. But let's just jump into today's show. Corey, Mandalorian trailer preview.
Yes.
This is most likely the final episode of Kessel Run Radio before maybe, but before the Mandalorian season 2 trailer drops.
Yeah.
So what? Man, it's probably going to drop. Latino Review says it's going to drop on August 20th or August 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully, but we all know how Lucasfilm can be. They might have that plan, and then on August 19th, they're like, you know what? No. Let's wait till the day before it comes out to do that.
Definitely possible.
So, Cor, what's your Mandalorian trailer predictions? Your final predictions before it comes out?
I mean, I just would like to see it. I think one of the biggest things that everyone's talking about is, will we finally see our first live-action Ahsoka Tano, the glimpse? And as I've said before, as we've stated a couple of times, maybe. I mean, it all depends, again, on how Disney wants to do the mystery box approach to things. If they want to take the approach where everything's secret and hush-hush, then no. But if they're willing to show her, then we know the mystery box approach is not being taken for the season. It's also been rumored by all the major trades, and Rosario Dawson has all but confirmed it by saying that it hasn't been confirmed just yet, which basically, I mean, she used the word confirmed. And it's on her IMDb page. I know IMDb is not reliable, but you can take down, when somebody lists something on your page, you can take it down, and her page has had Ahsoka on there for months.
Yeah.
So if I were to guess, I'm actually, you know what? I'll put in my guesses. I think we'll see Ahsoka in the trailer. I don't think we'll see. You know what? I think we'll see Ahsoka and Rex. I think they're gonna want to give the big nod to
Right.
a potential storyline. I
Yeah.
think we'll see Din Djarin too. That's a big guess. Is Din Djarin? It's probably gonna
Really?
be
You
yeah,
think so?
yeah.
Man, you think we'll see the Mandalorian in the Mandalorian
I
trailer?
think that's a safe bet. Yes, I also think we'll see Baby Yoda, aka
Whoa.
Child, or as like you
Really?
called him a couple weeks ago, a plastic container. So, um, we'll
I have
see.
never in my life called Baby Yoda a plastic container. What are you talking about?
Well, a couple weeks ago when we did, I'm sorry, a couple months ago when we did our speculation for what Baby Yoda's name could be, you did say, I believe you said a plastic container.
I forgot about that, dude. I said because I had I had a Tupperware on my table,
Yeah.
and I was like, plastic container is what his name will be. Oh man, that's funny.
Or was it Tupperware? Maybe it was Tupperware.
That's probably what it was actually. Tupperware.
Yeah.
It sounds actually like Tupperware could be a Star Wars name if Tupperware wasn't already an insanely popular product.
I mean, Tup is in Clone Wars, so you just gotta be
That's
like,
true. Tup is in Clone Wars. That's right. Then, is there a character named Earl Ware in Clone Wars
I don't think
that I'm
so.
unaware? Is that what that like annoying
Oh,
detective's
the
name is?
detective guy.
Devo
Yeah,
Danto or what's his name?
Devo. Yeah, something.
Devo Tivo, something like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll see those episodes eventually.
yeah, great. I can't wait for those. But no, like yeah. Look, man, I think you're. I think you're right. I don't know if I would go as far to say Rex is going to be in it.
Yeah,
But I
honestly, yeah,
definitely. I mean, it would be smart for them, I think. But I think I think it's pretty likely we'll see Ahsoka just because like everyone knows it's not a secret. Everyone knows, man. Like, might as well give us a glimpse to get people excited, um, because everyone it's just common knowledge at this point that Ahsoka's in the show. So
yeah,
I think I think it's pretty likely we'll see Ahsoka, but I think that'll
yeah,
probably be we might see Bo-Katan.
yeah.
It's a
Bo, I'm
possibility.
more leaning towards a no on. Like I said last week, I think the trailer will focus on Moff Gideon's hunt for Din Djarin and Baby
Yeah.
Yoda. So
Well, the thing is about I don't know, man, because I think all these characters that have already been rumored that people that we kind of already know are in the show, like people like Ahsoka, like Bo, like Cobb Vanth, even maybe Boba Fett. Like I think they're going to show glimpses of them just because they're like, oh, well, people already know they're in the show. Might as well show them off a little bit, you know? So I think, Luke, they're so unpredictable when it comes to that stuff, but I think that might actually be the case. I think that might just be like, whatever, just show little glimpses of Bo. Show a glimpse of Boba. Show a glimpse of Ahsoka. Show a glimpse of who XYZ, all these damn characters that are going to show up.
you know what I miss is the hype to when the sequel trilogy trailers came out. You remember how exciting that was when a date would be rumored and
Oh, yeah.
we were just so like I hope I miss that feeling, and I feel like with the season 2 trailer, because we don't know exactly when it's dropping. Well, I mean, we kind of do, but I don't. It's like I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for
Yeah.
it, but I love the marketing where they'd be like trailer tomorrow or trailer
Well,
comes.
I think that's what they're gonna do, though, man. I'm with you, and I don't feel the extreme hype because I think for all the sequel trilogy trailers, we knew like a couple weeks in advance that
Yeah,
like, oh, it's gonna be this day. Like there would be heavy rumors about it, not just like one outlet. But I think that's what they're gonna do, man. I really
yeah,
think. I think probably what is it gonna be Wednesday? Tomorrow we're recording this on Tuesday, so tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, I think that tomorrow evening, if the trailer comes Thursday, they'll be like tune into the NBA playoffs, Lakers Blazers game 2 at halftime to watch an exclusive first look at the Mandalorian season 2. I
yeah,
think I think it'll be like that, which is you know how they usually do it. So I think it's a safe bet that they're going to do that, and that'll be exciting, dude. That 24 hours before a trailer comes out is always really fun, and for Star Wars fans. So I think they're going to end up doing that, man. I really do. But What else? Do you have any thoughts, predictions on exactly what will be in the trailer? How long do you think the trailer is going to be? That's a question. Do you think we'll get multiple Mandalorian season 2 trailers or just one? How many did we get for season 1?
We
I
got
don't mean to
two.
ask you
We got two.
all the questions. Yeah, that's right.
We got two. We got one August 23rd. Well, yeah, August 23rd. And then we got one.
How do you remember the date so well?
Because somebody tweeted out the other day.
Oh, okay.
August 23rd. And then we got one at the beginning of October, right? Yeah, because season 1 aired in November. That's why we got two. So I'm thinking we're only going to get one.
This will just be the full trailer.
I think this will be the full trailer. This will be it. Yeah, because it doesn't make – I mean, if you think about it, like if it doesn't really make sense to drop two. Like when Clone Wars dropped their trailer for season 7 this year, they only dropped one. Now, obviously, they had marketing already last year, but they only dropped one trailer. They didn't drop multiples. They dropped little teasers, though, for each arc.
Yeah,
so I could see them doing little teases, but nothing as big as – so, yeah, this will probably be the big the big main trailer.
Yeah, main trailer.
So it's going to be loaded with a bunch of cameos and exciting content, I hope.
Now, look, if, we're gonna do trailer reactions for sure, and and they'll be up on the channel. And look, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if we get through this trailer, and this is their big main trailer, and there's no sign of Ahsoka, there's no sign of Bo, no Boba Fett, I'm gonna be pretty bummed. I guess. I mean, the trailer will probably be cool. I mean. I don't think there's ever been a Star Wars trailer where I was like, that trailer kind of sucked. But they're so good at the trailer thing. But I will be like, really? Like, we all know, everyone knows Ahsoka Tano's in the show. Okay? Everyone knows. It's not like it was reported by us or like some other like smaller outlet. Like, this is a Hollywood Reporter.
Hollywood Reporter / film.
Yeah. It's like
Rosario Dawson, basically.
Right. Rosario Dawson was like, it hasn't been confirmed. I can't talk about it. Like, okay, can you be a little more sly about how you answer these questions? Yeah. But like, I just think it's like everyone knows, dude. Mm-hmm. Why not just show us a little bit? Like, even if they're like, well, we don't want to show a full first look until the episode drops. I understand that. But like we've talked about the past couple of weeks, it's like show a shot from behind or like with a cloak or her igniting 2 lightsabers, and then like illuminating part of her, like her outfit or something. And maybe we see the head tails or something. Like there's so many things they could do without showing us showing her fully to still get us like super excited. Not that we're not already excited, but there's also people in the general public who, they're like, Mando season 2, I liked the first one. That's cool. Maybe, and they're like, I heard Ahsoka's in this season, and they see that, and they're like, whoa, she looks dope. You know what I mean? Like, it would be such a good idea. And also, and here's the thing. I want to talk about this because every time there's a rumor or whatever about how they're going to drop a trailer during a sporting event, it's always like, there's always Star Wars fans who go, stop dropping, we don't watch sports and stuff. It's like, first off, I do very much.
Is that interesting? That's a weird take.
Yeah, well, it's like they're always like, we don't watch sports. And I'm like, that's why they're doing it. Like they're not the trailer. Look, newsflash, everyone. The trailers aren't for us. Okay, they know that we're going to be sitting in on that couch in this on November or October, whatever the hell. We don't know yet. We don't know. But whatever day The Mandalorian Season 2 comes out, they know we're going to be sitting on that couch watching.
Yeah.
But the people who aren't diehard Star Wars fans and maybe watched Mando Season 1 and liked it and aren't huge Star Wars fans, but they were like, yeah, I heard it was good. They put it on. It's for them. It's for those people who aren't diehard Star Wars fans. And so sporting events, like Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football or the NBA playoffs in this instance, that's like a perfect spot for them to drop a trailer because people who aren't huge Star Wars fans are more likely watching sports because they're not, nerds.
You bring me back to when the first Force or the second Force or the third Force Awakens trailer dropped during a NFL game, and I'll never forget the hype around that trailer. I mean, dude, it was unreal.
Oh yeah.
It was that, and then the Last Jedi trailer that they played during one of the Chicago Bears games.
Oh yeah, yeah,
bro, it was insane. And there's an actual crowd reaction
at the Bears game.
Video at the Bears game.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's so cool. Like, dude, I can't wait to experience that again, like somehow. And I hope Mando kind of gives us a little flavor of that again.
I think it will, man. I think we're kind of underestimating how huge we both know, we both know how huge that show is and how popular that show is.
Yeah.
I think that the Mando trailer, I think the way it's going to feel when it's coming out is going to feel reminiscent of like Last Jedi trailer coming or Rise of Skywalker trailer coming. Like I think it will, man. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. You know,
I hope so, man. I mean,
it's so. I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, you know that you just like right after a trailer drops and everyone's like freaking out about it on Twitter, and it's like you go on, everyone's like, "What's this?" And it's like a little corner of the screen, and it's just like it's such a fun. That's what being a Star Wars fan is all about. Because like everyone who has differences about, I don't like this and I don't like that and this sucks and this is stupid. Like everyone, when there's a new trailer for something, like everyone kind of pushes those to the side and they're like, what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? Like people who hated Last Jedi were watching the Rise of Skywalker trailer like, oh, is this from Last Jedi? Is this blah, blah? You know what I mean? It's like,
it's just an exciting time for everyone, like, just to enjoy it. I think that's it's weird, man, because I told you earlier, like, this does not feel like a week that we're going to get a trailer drop, but it never does.
Yeah.
It's like Lucasfilm's been so quiet lately with everything. I mean, the last official announcement we got that was really big was the Bad Batch. So
yeah,
it's been this drought. Like, I don't think I can't think of a time where we were in a drought this bad since
probably like 2013. Awakens. Yeah, it's probably like 2013. Like, or like that, like 2012. Obviously, the announcement was made. Disney bought Lucasfilm, and like 2013 was kind of slow, because there was only basically like early pre-production happening on. 2014 ramped up. Like there was like the casting announcements, and there were like videos from set leaking and all kinds of stuff. And then obviously 2015 there was trailers and stuff. But it's probably been about since 2013 that we've had a drought like this. So it's gonna be nice to start getting some content, and it's gonna kind of snowball. I think it's like, I think it's gonna be this trailer, and then there's probably and then obviously in October about 2 months worth of weekly Star Wars content, and then after that there's gonna be probably start the Bad Batch, promotions.
I mean, for the sake of your back, I hope there's more than just.
That better be. Well, like I've heard from some people, and I've talked to you about this. I've heard from a couple people that obviously I'm not saying this isn't like a scoop or anything, but like there's like I was talking to someone who's very much in the know that there is a Star Wars movie, like a full-fledged movie that's going to be announced fairly soon, within the next couple of weeks. I heard that about a week ago, and so that's something that also we should be excited about. There's and like I said, we've talked about this before, but I think that the end of this month and the next couple of weeks, probably starting with that Mando trailer, are going to be big for news. Like I think they're just going to probably release news the same day they were planning on releasing it at Celebration. I think they were just going to be like, maybe not exactly the same day,
but I'm
in the same week.
I'm 50-50 on it, because I feel like anything that's going to be announced at Celebration, plans might have changed so much because of this pandemic that I don't know if that means announcements change and whatnot. Probably. I would think that there's going to be a couple things next week. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't give little teases here and there. I would certainly hope so. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, you hope. Yeah.
I would say if the Mandalorian trailer doesn't drop this week, like obviously LRM Online is reporting that it'll drop either Thursday or Saturday. If it doesn't drop this week, I would say there is a 90% chance that the week of Celebration, which is next week, would be the time. If not, things are really changing drastically, because you and I had heard August multiple times. A lot of our friends have heard August multiple times. So, if
they don't drop a ton of or not a ton. I'm not gonna say a ton of news because like they're not gonna go crazy. I mean, maybe they will, but like if they don't, like that movie should be announced this month. If it's not, that's interesting. Or like if not this month, really early in September, like first week of September. Yeah. And there should obviously Mando trailer, probably some updates on Kenobi and stuff like that. You know, Cassie and stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Rebel sequel gets announced.
Please, because I know we'll be asked.
Come on, guys.
I know we'll be asked.
Guys, and look, we're gonna say this right now. We've been on this first topic for about 20 minutes, but the thing is, like, we're gonna say this now, like, quit asking. You know, we're wondering the same thing. You know, we get asked probably 4 or 5 times a day, like, when's it gonna be announced? I'm like, I don't know, man. We don't know. So,
question: when does the Rebel sequel get announced?
Corey, did you hear anything I just said? Hopefully soon, man. Like I said, hopefully before the end of August. I mean, please. That's the goal.
But you have to know.
Right, because we know everything. Because people don't understand how this system, this game works. But
do you think that there might be a delay in news? Well, no, probably not. That's something. Never mind. Let me scrap that. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. We've been on that topic for too long. This next topic is a real barn burner. It's so funny, so exciting. Lego Star Wars Christmas Special is coming soon.
It's exciting. Actually, what's cool about it is it's a story of Rey traveling through time. She meets Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda and Anakin Skywalker.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't read about it.
Someone didn't read the press release.
I didn't read the press release. I'm sorry.
Rey goes through time and needs help, and got young Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan. She actually meets Anakin, which of course
is this canon?
No. This is Legos.
I will think is if this was canon, that'd be insane, dude. Can you imagine if this was canon that Rey travels through time? No, well, you know what? Who would be right? That would be if that was canon and they made that Rey was able to time travel, bro. They would make that Ben Solo series that we're talking about a little later on in the show.
And Lego
would be her. No, it would be her. They would be like, well, in the Lego Christmas special, we set up that she can time travel. And,
oh my God.
Kathleen Kennedy would be like, yeah, so in the Lego Star Wars celebration Christmas blah blah blah, we set up that Rey Skywalker is able to time travel through time, and she's gonna go get Benzie Solo back from the deads and bring them back to the normal time so they can live a happily forever after. You know I mean?
That's right. It'll be set up in Lego Star Wars Christmas special. What's funny about it is, do you think that Anakin and Luke are going to be like, "Hey, Rey, why do you have our last name?" And he'll be like, "Dude, get life alert." Like, what's
life alert? She's gonna be like, "Oh, well, I just, I was good friends with Luke, and Luke was my master, and so was Leia, and I didn't really have a family. I had a family, but it was Emperor Palpatine, and I didn't really want to go around saying I'm Rey Palpatine because that'd be kind of weird, And I just kind of figured like you guys would be okay with it." And Anakin's like,
Interesting.
You didn't feel the need to ask, maybe? I know my son and my daughter were literally ghost versions. You could have been like, "Hey, is it okay if I tell this old lady that my last name is Skywalker?" And they would be like,
"Yeah, I mean, hey, we're dead, and our son's
right, we're dead.
So
it doesn't really matter." Yeah, my nephew Luke's like, man, my nephew and her son he's dead too. So
That's
I
right.
guess just for the
Well,
sake of like keeping the name going, I guess.
you know what we'll have to do is do a reaction to this holiday special
Oh, 100%.
because I feel like this might be reaction worthy. So we will do one.
Look, all
Just
jokes aside,
yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah, I am
because
too. I mean, it's content.
give me more Ray. I mean,
Yeah, this is your jam. Didn't even read the press release. This is your
I know.
jam.
Well, dude, I just kind of saw the pictures and I was like, oh, they're on the Millennium Falcon having a good old time. That's cool. But like, I'm like, is it gonna be? It's gonna be Life Day, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
they're
Well,
on Kashyyyk
yeah. Are they in the Legos? I
and the
didn't.
Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. That's going to be introducing Ben Solo back into the canon.
Right. Well, like, look, but this is like post-Tross content, man. This is also, look, man, it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is, but then I guess she goes back in time. This is news to me. This is news to me that she goes back in time. But,
She
you
needs
know,
their help.
and look, I'm starting this hashtag. I've been tweeting it out, and I'm going to continue. This is going to be, you know what, if they can do Make Solo 2 happen over there, the Resistance broadcast, and it seemed to have maybe worked, I'm doing hashtag continue Ray's story. Okay? Now, look, and if it's a novel or a comic, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'd rather it be an animated series or, in the perfect world, it'd be live action, like a Disney
Yeah.
Plus series or a new trilogy. And the thing is, a new trilogy would be ideal, but the thing is, I wouldn't want it to be 9 episodes 10, 11, 12. I don't want them to ever do 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
But I want there to be a trilogy about Rey, you know, because it just would be weird if they did 10, 11, 12. And I know everyone says, well, it's inevitable. But I'm like,
Yeah.
is it? I don't know if it really is inevitable because they hyped up 9 was the end of the Skywalker saga. And so, like, if they were like, actually, psych, like, no, like, it's not.
I got the vibe from Kathleen Kennedy at the red carpet, blue carpet thing they did last year for the premiere that they're not done. Like, remember they asked and she's like, oh, I wouldn't say this is the end. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I don't think it's the end for sure, but I just don't think they're going to be like continuing the Skywalker saga 10, 11, 12. I think it'll be.
I mean, the Skywalkers are all dead. So, I mean.
Well, the thing is, maybe kind of, but thing is, if you consider Rey a Skywalker, which some people do, a lot of people do, like, maybe she's taken, I don't know.
What if I consider her a Kenobi?
Well, you know what I was about to say? It'd be kind of funny if she was like, you know how obviously her and Ben kiss at the end and they're like a thing and then it's like, what if at the end she was like, Rey Solo, and then Ben like formed out of a ghost and he was like, hold up, lady, please, I kissed you once. We're not married. You're not taking my last name. I gave you one kiss. Like, relax. Or she could have just been like, you know what would have been crazy? Like you mentioned a minute ago. If she was just like, Rey Kenobi, and Luke and Leia were like,
what?
And Obi-Wan formed, and he was like, how do you know Satine? How do you know about that? Are you Satine's?
Oh, damn.
He's like, are you Satine's granddaughter? Oh, no. Like, something like that. But look, man, I don't think they're going to do a 10, 11, 12. I really don't.
Not
but I hope.
Soon, at least, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. But I think there's going to be maybe like 10 years pass where I think Daisy's down right now. I'm going to be honest. I think she's down. I think if they gave her a bag of money right now, she'd be like, let's do it.
If they
I'm Rey Skywalker. Yeah. Daisy's like, I'm not doing any more Star Wars. And then they like bring a giant Brinks truck and just beep, beep, beep. Millions. She's like, I'm Rey Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like that's how it would go. But like, I don't know about John Boyega. I really don't think he's gonna do it anytime soon. Maybe that's why. Maybe
I get. I mean,
I did too. And Oscar, but Oscar and John, I feel like both are like whatever. But I don't know. That's why I think they're going to wait 10 years. I think they
Yeah.
will, because here's the thing. I did some looking into this.
Oh.
Otter, John, Daisy, Adam, Kelly. You know what all those people have in common? Other than they're the stars of the sequel trilogy and stuff like that, but they all still have projects on their contract that they haven't fulfilled.
Mm.
Um, and maybe Adam doesn't, because I know he did Rise of the Resistance, which counts as one, and Donal maybe not,
I
but
think
doesn't
John did.
matter.
Yeah, John's in Rise as well. So.
He is, but the thing is, I think from what I remember, I think John, Oscar, and Daisy signed on for more movies than Adam. I think I remember that from back in 2014, like when all that stuff was going, or the cast was getting announced, like, because I think they wanted to lock down the big three for more, and I really don't think they expected, Adam or Kylo to make it out of the sequel trilogy alive. So I think they
Yeah.
put them on less movies. But Oscar, John, and Daisy, which doesn't mean they have to. I mean, all of them are wealthy. They could buy out of their contracts if they want to. They could just be like, I'm not doing it. Here's the money. You know what I mean? But that's so that, if Lucasfilm Lucasfilm, if they try hard enough, can get John, Daisy, and Oscar to come back. So, we'll see how that goes. Man, I want them to come back, though.
Agreed. Well, that's a good segue into our next topic.
That's right. Here's the next topic.
Yeah.
Ben Solo. I have it in the show notes here because I don't really know how to word this, Corey.
I got it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Ben Solo.
All right,
Boom.
guys. So we posted this on Twitter a couple days ago, but here's what we're hearing. So Ben Solo is a character a lot of people love. I see the butterflies all over Twitter. So I know you guys love Ben Solo. So here's what I'll say.
Butterflies.
It's the Raylo logo.
Yeah.
Also, I want to let everyone know that I did not create the character of Ben Solo. I know a lot of people have DM'd me and put it underneath my tweet that I ruined Ben Solo. I did not write Ben Solo's character, nor have I been involved in the sequel trilogy, but I appreciate the love that you think I'm capable of writing.
That you
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
It's great. You did a great job, man.
Thanks,
it's a very well written character.
Well, so the Raylos are coming after you now. So,
what did I say?
Well, you can say the nicest thing; it won't matter. No, in all honesty, guys. So, what we've heard, again, I'm not running this as a scoop. We're not running this as 100%. We have heard that Lucasfilm has plans for Ben Solo in a bigger way, but we do not know what that means. So It's clear that this is on the production side of things rather than like a novel or a comic.
Yeah.
We don't know if this is a movie. We don't know if this is a show. We've talked with a couple of friends who also have heard the same thing, and some of them, like our buddy Jordan Mason, has heard pre-Force Awakens, which I would assume is the case. But the point is we have heard that Lucasfilm is pretty adamant on a Ben Solo story. Now, again, things can change at any minute, but that's what we've heard. We don't have any other details. We don't have any other information on it other than we've heard that Ben Solo is a character Lucasfilm wants to further develop. A lot of people were confused why I said it might be post-Tross. Why not? I mean, we don't know. I mean, yes, he disappeared, but like it's weird, man, because it happened so quick that in my head I'm like, is this open-ended or what's going on? So it's like,
I think, I mean, sorry to cut you off. I've been doing that a lot today, but I think it's has to be pre-Force Awakens.
Yes,
which I know a lot of Ben Solo fans I've seen on Twitter, like Raylos and stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They'll send me the no with the heart.
No, that's my favorite thing. It's just on Twitter's no heart. It makes me laugh. Someone did it to me. Someone did it to me the other day. I had to block them though because I think it's disrespectful. But thing is, like, I don't even want to say this out loud because I know they'll be upset, but it's gonna be very, very, very hard to do Ben Solo content post-Tross. Because I know, and I don't want. I kind of wish. I'm in the same camp that I wish he wouldn't have died either. I kind of wish he would have survived. I think it would have been a more interesting storyline going forward. But he did. That's just facts, and it sucks. But now, obviously, he disappeared. He didn't just die; like he became one with the Force. So very obviously, we'll see him as a Force ghost in like post or future post Trust content. But for this production, and like Jordan Mason said, and I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to be pre-Force Awakens, which a lot of Ben Solo fans don't want. They're kind of tired of seeing pre-evil/evil Ben, because I mean, whatever he did. It's cool, to see, but also it's kind of like I understand that kind of, but also it's like we saw Anakin turn back, but we still get a ton of Darth Vader content, and everyone loves it. So it's like there's still a lot of room for some really good Kylo Ren / Ben content, and if it is pre TFA, what my guess is it's going to be kind of like a on screen. I don't want to say adaptation of the Rise of Kylo Ren comics, but I think it's going to be maybe around that time. And we'll hope. I don't know what they're going to do for Luke if it is live action. I'm starting to think it's animated because I don't think Mark Hamill wants to do anything else. I really don't think unless, like I said, the beep, 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 Brinks truck, boom, on his lawn, which they are down to do probably because it's Mark Hamill. And, maybe they can use the de-aging stuff that they use for, and a bunch of stuff. But they could do that. But I think it's most likely going to be animated if I had to guess. I think that's probably the way they're going to go with this.
My way of looking at it is I'll be honest, I don't feel like it's needed. I think at this point, here's the issue. I feel like everything we've heard, everything we've put out, and other sites have put out other things and other characters, this is a mess. Like, everything feels like a mess because we've got rumors of Ben Solo, we've got rumors of Ahsoka, we've got rumors of Thrawn, we've got rumors of Ezra, we've got rumors of Boba Fett. What's going on? Like, it's so confusing. I think this must be the most confusing time in all of Star Wars rumors because there's no real cohesive plan that Lucasfilm has revealed. So we don't. The future of Star Wars has all really been told in rumors right now, and I do hope that we get to the point where Lucasfilm finally unveils what their plan is, because that's something I liked about TFA and during the Rogue One era, is we always had an idea of what was coming next. Right? We knew Rogue One was coming after Force Awakens. We knew Last Jedi was coming after Rogue One. We knew Solo was coming after Last Jedi, and we knew Rise of Skywalker was coming. But we have no idea what the future looks like. And then I have a feeling Celebration would have been the place where they would have announced what was going to happen. The only thing for the future we know is Kenobi, Cassian, and Mandalorian. So it's like, and obviously Bad Batch, and that is a decent amount of projects that we know about. But what's the direction? What is the goal out of doing this? Are these self-contained stories? Are these stories that are going to connect? What's the idea?
Yeah. So, which hopefully maybe we'll learn more about in the next coming weeks. But
I hope so, man.
And look, I huge sequel trilogy fan, as everyone knows. I say it every episode, and so saying more Ben Solo, I think, is going to be cool. And I think what they can do is, for a lot of people who say like maybe some characters from the sequel trilogy weren't what's the word, like used enough, or were under what's the word I'm trying to, like,
underused, just
or maybe underdeveloped is the word I'm trying to. Like, a lot of people think Snoke is very underdeveloped. I think a lot of people were like, he had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I think maybe this Ben Solo series could be a pretty good way to develop him a little more. You know what I mean? If we can see on screen, his early dealings with Ben Solo, I think there's a lot of possibilities they can run with that series. So I'm excited for it. I love the character of Ben Solo. I love the character of Kylo Ren. So, and I also love Adam Driver. In a perfect world, Adam Driver would have loved doing Star Wars. He would have loved, every moment of it, and he would be like, heck yeah, I'm coming back. Let me do a
Yeah.
show about whatever, and maybe they could de-age him if they wanted to or something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. And this is not like this is pure speculation, and also this is not an original idea. This is very common fan casting, but I would love a young Ben Solo live action series with Finn Wolfhard playing a young Ben Solo. I think if he beefed up a little bit, which he can, it's not that a bit, and also, I mean, he's a skinnier guy, but like Ben Solo, whenever he was 16, wasn't jacked. But
Yeah.
so he doesn't have to get huge, but just a
No.
little more, like a little beefed up a little more. I think he would be great as a young Ben Solo. I really do. And so I would love to see that. I think that'd be really cool. Corey, what do you think? Would you be down for Finn Wolfhard as a young Ben?
I don't know, just because like I feel like that's the most fan casted one, but there's so many other options. You can even bring in an unknown to it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't like to see that, if I'm being honest. It's not
Really?
something, yeah, I don't want to sound like rude about it, but I don't know if Finn Wolfhard could pull it off.
Right. No,
Like
I know what you mean.
I don't know if he's good in Stranger Things for his character, but like Ben Solo is a very complicated character you have to play, and it deals with a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
I just for some reason like couldn't see it. I know a lot of people fan casted that again for years. So I mean, if it does happen, cool. I mean, I'm not judging the guy at all. It's just for some reason I can't see that character.
I totally understand. And there are a lot of pale young men who can play Adam Driver. That could play Ben Solo. But I just think he kind of he's like probably the most famous young actor who kind of like looks like he could be a young Adam Driver.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're totally right. And also, Finn is a talented young guy though.
For sure.
I mean,
absolutely.
he could maybe pull it off, and I think this would be a good test for him and stuff. So and here's the thing, like I think one thing that we have to give Lucasfilm all the credit in the world for is their casting choices. There has been one acting performance in all the Disney Star Wars that I've been like, oh, that's rough, and that's probably Toro Calican. The one I'm thinking. Yeah. But the thing is, everything else, sorry, Steele, but it's rough. But
it's like very bad.
The thing is like everyone else, like you got to like think of Rogue One, think of the sequel trilogy cast, think of Solo. I mean, even Alden Ehrenreich, who apparently had all these issues, I think he did a great job. So I think if they did cast Finn Wolfhard, that must mean like, which obviously they haven't and they probably won't, but if they did, I'd be like, all right, well, they must have saw something that they like. Yeah. He must have his auditions, his screen tests must have been really good. So I would love to see it, and I think a lot of people would. But I guess Corey, would you? Let me ask you. Let me ask: would you want to see that series, but maybe with another actor? You're taking an extremely long time to answer.
So here's what I agree with that a lot of people say that I've noticed when I posted this is we know how Ben's story plays out. And right. It's a tragic ending for him. So I guess the potential for his story to be developed further should have been in the sequels. I'm kind of slightly sick of the idea that like there's no clear direction. So like all this stuff should have come before. And now it's like we're always jumping back. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. Like I'm not opposed to any.
Like let me just look right here. Okay, put yourself in a frame of mind. You're scrolling through the Twitter machine. You're scrolling through Twitter, right? Blah blah blah. You see an article. You see a Deadline article or a Hollywood Reporter Finn Wolfhard stars Ben Solo in a young Ben Solo series. Like, what is your immediate reaction? Are you like, oh, cool, oh man, or are you like, nah?
I think it's the same reaction I had for Cassian, where I'm just like, okay, I mean, let's see where it plays out. Now, if they expound on it and go, this is going to focus on Ben Solo and Snoke and Luke Skywalker, and this is going to be the series that you get all those Luke moments you've been wanting, and those, then yes, I would be excited.
But I think that's what it would be, man. I think
Yeah.
I think if they do, it'd be kind of a weird choice though, and that's why when we've heard about this Ben Solo stuff, it's like it's kind of like an interesting. I don't know. It's like what? Why? Because
Yeah.
if this is the story that they're going to tell, which we've heard it's pre The Force Awakens, which from Jordan, Jordan's heard that at least, and so it's like, which is which makes me think Jordan's super credible. Jordan's a good friend of ours, and so it's like if he says this, I believe it, and I just don't know why they would do that because they already did the Rise of Kylo Ren comics.
Yeah.
Well, did those get finished? Is that series wrapped up?
Dude, and that's kind of the complaint I've seen a lot, and I completely agree, is it's the problem with Lucasfilm doing all these Star Wars comics in certain time periods is it really restricts what we can see on screen. And I feel like that story of Ben Solo was such a cash grab comic series because of the Rise of Skywalker coming out. Yeah. That never should have been a comic series. That story should have been incorporated in a series because now we kind of know at least how it ends between Ben and some of these Jedi characters. So again, it's like we keep going back and we know the fates of X, Y, and Z. And I'd like to watch a series where we don't know what's going to happen to the characters and it's always suspenseful.
Well, that's what's cool about Mandalorian. I think that's what's so cool about Mandalorian.
That's what's exciting about Mandalorian. That's what I'm excited about with the Bad Batch is the main leads. We don't know what happens to them, so they could die at any time.
Yeah.
Or they could have this. We don't know.
Like with Cassian and Kenobi, we know they're not going to die.
Right, but I think the thing with Kenobi, what's exciting about it is there's a lot of material you can work with, and that hasn't been explored in comics and all of this stuff. So that works. And even same with Cassian. Whereas like Ben Solo, we've touched a really important time in his life when he joins up with the Knights of Ren. Now, I don't think we know how he gets in contact with Snoke or any of that, so that could be a series. But again, I feel like the comics are really like a problem. And I feel the same way about the Darth Vader comics. That should all be a series. It's so good. The
Darth Vader comics are amazing.
The fact that that's only stuff you can read is just confusing and disappointing. So you can't touch that time period with Vader now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, and that's why it is interesting that they're making this choice and to kind of go with pre-TFA Ben Solo. But thing is, I didn't read the Rise of Kylo. I read like a few. I read like the first two. Gonna be honest, they weren't really grabbing me. Like I just was like, But from what I could tell, they do show a lot, right? But like, there's some stuff that they could show that they haven't shown already in those. And there's a lot of. I mean, look, Ben Solo had a full life under Luke, when he was training with Luke, and then also whenever he was, going off with Snoke and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't see in that comic that happened. So I think if they do that, and also, look, let's be honest, Lucasfilm might just be like, okay, let's just show some of that same stuff, but in a series. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would be above that. I think they would probably be like, whatever. So a lot of people who are going to watch this show didn't read the comics.
We've already seen that they're willing to contradict the books and comics because obviously in Clone Wars, the finale arc with the very end, Victory and Death, when Ahsoka and Rex are burying the dead and all that, like that stuff was different in the Ahsoka book. And
oh, really? It was?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like small changes where Ahsoka had her green lightsabers in that book, and she has blue ones here. So, and where they have to like fake their deaths and make graves for Ahsoka. So that never happens. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of does when she drops the lightsaber. So they kind of tweak it, right? But you can tell that they're, I think, willing to change things around.
Which I hate that though.
I like it because it makes sense it made Clone Wars' ending so much better than following exactly what the book was. But I agree with you in the sense that okay, so then why are we making these books and comics? If these stories are going to be told, let them be told in the way that the creators want to tell them, instead of having to tie their hands, by making comics and books.
Yeah.
And then it just makes, and that's why I don't get invested in the books or comics, because I always feel like, well, this can be
Right.
rewritten at any point.
I'm the same way. I'm just like Jenna. They when they started all this Disney Star Wars stuff, they were like,
Yeah.
all the comics, all the books, all the TV shows, all the movies,
Right.
all the everything, all the
Right.
audiobooks, they're all gonna be intertwined. They're all gonna be the same. And then they were just like, actually,
Yeah.
we're just not gonna. They are, but we're not gonna talk about them. And if something happens in the movie that contradicts the novel, who cares really? Like that was their
Right.
thing, and it's like it's upsetting. And so I kind of hope that change. I hope that changes going forward with stuff like the High Republic, which I think that they might. So that's why I'm like, I don't want them to do that with the Ben Solo stuff. Like if they do, I would be totally fine with them showing events that happened in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic on screen in a series. I would be totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Now maybe people who are big fans of the comic series are like, I already saw this. What is this? Like maybe, but those people have to understand that they read comics, and there's a small majority of fans that really read the comics nowadays. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the possibilities of a future
We'll
Ben
see.
Solo series.
We'll see. Lucasfilm's definitely developing something. So
Yeah, 100%.
we'll see.
All right, well, next topic. Former Visceral Great Games developer was on this podcast, and he talked about the cancellation of Amy Hennig's Star Wars game. Amy Hennig wrote a Star Wars game that was it was like about a bunch of criminals going on a heist. Kind of sounds like a story that we've kind of heard before. It kind of sounds like what the Rogue One was kind of rumored to be before we got like an actual announcement.
Yeah.
There was like it's this ragtag group of criminals that are going to steal the Death Star plans. Like that's kind of what it was, and it kind of Jyn Erso was like a criminal, I guess,
Yeah.
but like there wasn't none of them were really criminals. But in this game, it was like criminals going on this big heist, and like the Empire was heavily featured and stuff like that. And I remember when this game was like coming out, and this game was being talked about, and there was stuff coming out. I was really really excited for it. But and it just abruptly got canceled, and it was kind of but this developer who was working on it was on a podcast, and he was talking about how they were like 5 years into production on this game, and like EA was really unorganized when it came to that stuff. Like they would have developers working on it, and then they'd be like, when the first Battlefront came out, and it was kind of a big bomb, and people didn't like that game at all. They took like half of that team there and put them on Battlefront 2 just to get that game out fast for 2017. He said that they're actually, and also like they got new developers to come on and work on this game, and then they took them and put them on Battlefield Hardline, or Heartline or Hardline or something like that. And I don't play Battlefield, so I don't no idea what it's all about. But and he was just saying how unorganized it was, but he was like, even with all that, the game looked amazing.
Yeah.
They had they had big name actors attached to it that were doing what's it called, the motion capture for the game, and they just he said that they put multi millions into this game by the time it got canceled. So Corey, when you hear this, what are your thoughts, man? It's disappointing to say the least, I think.
Yeah, I remember the hype for this game was starting to generate through the years, but it's funny, man, because in all honesty, I kind of don't care. And the only reason I say that is this is something that we just keep seeing happening where, especially I've kind of lost touch in the Star Wars video game side of things, because this happened once before with 1313, which was a game that was going to be released before the Disney acquisition, or I totally just butchered that word. And I was excited for 1313, and it looked great. And then it got canceled, and then LucasArts shut down. And after that happened, I was like, okay, so this is not, and then Battlefront 1 launched, wasn't a lot of content on there, was a lot of fun. Battlefront 2 launched, and right off the bat, there were problems. Battlefront 2 got gradually better, and it's really good now, but Jedi Fallen Order was great. So, yeah, when I hear this, man, it does, I guess it bums me out a little knowing that they were putting their heart and souls into this game and it just for it to get canceled. And they said that it was near completion. So
Yeah.
it's weird when I hear that it was near completion and they didn't. Like, I don't know how a game gets canceled at that point when it's
I don't either.
that far into development.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just like when I see this stuff, it just I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of numb to it now, where it is what it
Yeah.
is, and Lucasfilm just pulls a lot of things. So
Yeah, I mean, I think mostly I just feel sad for the people working
oh
on it.
yeah, for sure.
Who put their, so many years of their work into this game, and then EA, Star Wars, the big corporate empires can just be like, no. Actually,
yeah, it's
go
not right.
bye-bye. You know what I mean? It sucks. And so, and the thing is, and then one thing you actually mentioned that I forgot to mention earlier is that, like, the reason for the cancellation, they got like a new high up exec at EA, and the EA guy was like, people don't want single player games anymore. That was his reasoning for pulling it, which makes zero sense because then after that they immediately started working on Jedi Fallen Order, which is a single player game. It just doesn't make any sense. And look, it sucks because if we see their potential with Jedi Fallen Order, it's an amazing game, so much fun, and so it's a bummer that they're like this game, which the developer said would have won Game of the Year, was like that's what the dev said, and he was like, would have won Game of the Year. It's like, why did they do that, man? It sucks.
They even compared it to the Uncharted series, which means they were.
Well, Amy Hennig wrote Uncharted. She wrote all the Uncharted games, and she wrote this
they
game.
messed up by canceling that. Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, and so it doesn't. It's annoying.
It's very disappointing,
but it's just kind of what
it is what it is.
It's what we've come to learn from the old Star Wars brand over there. It's like they're pretty. Everything's up in the air till it comes out. That's kind of that's how it goes. All right, well, let's move on to the next topic. Final topic. Kenobi, the Kenobi series, starts shooting in LA next month. This comes from. I saw it on Bespin Bulletin, is where I saw this, and and that's this, and it starts shooting in LA, which is cool, which is interesting because that means that Kenobi is going to start shooting before the Cassian Andor series. Corey, is it possible that with all the shakeups that we get Kenobi before Cassian?
No, I think I don't know. I don't know what to think of that because every official thing that's been said about Kenobi is that they're still writing the scripts. So no, I don't think it's going to film next month. I don't think. I don't know the source behind all of this or where this, but if I'm going to go on a limb, I find it hard to believe that it's Kenobi that they're going to be doing. I mean,
right? Have you seen the pictures from set?
No, is there pictures?
There's been some pictures of them setting up at the train yard where we've been before.
Oh, where we've been.
That's where they're going to shoot it. We've been there before. We've been to this location, and so there's pictures of big crews going in, setting stuff up. And so I believe it. I think they're gonna shoot next month, man.
My thing is, it's like, is it Kenobi or is this Mando season 3?
It's possible. But from what I saw in Bespin Bulletin,
it's Kenobi. Okay.
They're hearing it's Kenobi. So
okay. I mean, I believe Bespin Bulletin. So
yeah, and so hey. And so this does tell me what this says to me is if they're shooting already or they're going to start shooting next month, Cassian, according to Diego Luna's comments, which we talked about on last week's episode, he's like, we're in no rush. Now, if Kenobi can start shooting now, and Cassian isn't going to be shooting for a few months, maybe more than that, because maybe that means Kenobi's coming before Cassian, which, you know what? I'm down. Give me. I'll take Kenobi before Cassian every day of the week. Like I'm excited for both shows.
Yeah.
I'm excited for both of them. But I think I think it'd be awesome if we got Kenobi before the Cassian Andor series.
100%, man. I mean, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be
It would
awesome.
be awesome. But hey, the shorter amount of time I have to wait for Ewan McGregor to be on my TV screen as Obi-Wan Kenobi again is the shorter amount of time, the better. So I really hope so. But we're gonna keep an eye on this, and maybe over the next weeks or so, it'll we'll get more information on it. More information will come out from the set, and we'll see what's going on with it. But yeah, that's kind of it for the last topic. I mean, it's kind of hopefully they're shooting soon, and hopefully it comes before the Cassian Andor series. But Corey, any final thoughts about anything Mandalorian, Lego Star Wars Christmas special where Rey is like traveling through time, which just blows my mind, and or Ben Solo stuff? Anything?
It's cool.
Awesome. Corey, oh sorry, go ahead. Were you about to say something?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Corey, where can they find you on the tweets and the Instagrams and stuff?
That's right. You can follow me at Corey_Wolfpack, as well as at KR Transmissions, both on Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram, Kessel Run Transmissions, at Corey_Wolfpack. Subscribe here on the channel to see more content. Noah and I are planning the future of the channel. We've got a lot of content coming your guys' way starting next month, all the way up until the rest of your lives. So get ready for that, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to this Mando trailer in a few days, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, by this time next week when we do a new episode, hopefully we would have seen a new glimpse at the Mandalorian.
Hopefully, man. And so if that does drop, I mean, well, obviously, if we get the announcement, we'll probably make a video or do a live stream talking about it, like when it gets announced. Hopefully, it gets announced Wednesday night and it comes Thursday night. But yeah, but make sure you keep an eye on the channel because we're going to do reactions and all that good stuff to that trailer. So yeah, and also guys, what are your thoughts on anything we talked about today? Let us know down in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter at Outlaw Noah and on Instagram at The Outlaw Noah and on Twitter at KR Transmissions and Instagram at Kessel Run Transmissions. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Turn on that bell. If you turn on that little bell, every time we upload, you'll get a ding on your phone. And it'll say Kessel Run Transmissions uploads a video talking about the Mandalorian 2021 novel being delayed or something like that. So, yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later.